Today we're going to be dealing with a topic titled Please Buy From Me versus Brand Positioning. You know how when you go to the market and people are clawing you, telling you to come and buy from them? This is prevalent in the southern part of Nigeria, where marketers are trying to get you to buy stuff from them, and you are incessant about not doing that. But maybe based on persuasion, they finally bring you to their shop. Do you realize what happens? You that is buyer, you feel like you have an upper power. So when they tell you the price, you feel strengthened to tell them to give you at a cheaper price. And maybe because the marketer hasn't seen any other customer, what would they do? They will reduce their price for you and sell at a price they didn't plan to sell at. Now, that is desperation. And desperation, any client can take advantage of your desperation to get what they want. And you, listening to me, shouldn't do that. That is desperation. So now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about please buy from me versus brand positioning. Instead of telling people to please buy from you, you should do what? Position your brand. What is brand positioning? Brand positioning is securing a particular space in the hearts of your clients to think about you in a particular way. This is what I'm going to be teaching you today. How to secure your brand in the hearts of your clients in a particular way and cause them to think about you in a particular way. Now, the first thing you need to do to position yourself in the hearts of your client is stop begging them to buy from you. Now, you might say, oh, that's my persuasion technique. Yes, I understand. That's your persuasion technique. But do you know the impact that persuasion is having in the hearts of the people? Psychologically speaking, you'd realize that anyone who begs you to do something, you feel bigger than that person. But that is not how it should be. As a brand expert, I can tell you for free that once your clients begin to feel bigger than you, they feel like they don't need you. And trust me when I say, when business comes their way, they wouldn't bring it your way. You have to position your brand in the hearts of your clients so that whenever they need you, they can come and look for you. Because once they think of you small, this is what's going to happen. They will not come for you for business. So what do? Once you tell a client, this is what you offer, this is your price, XYZ, this is what you're going to get, leave it there. You might employ one or two persuasion techniques, but once the client says he's not interested or is not involved, that is fine. You don't need to push any further. You don't need to begin to drop your standard. You don't need to do anything. No. Let them see you as they saw you before you came. Because once you begin to drop your standards, drop your price, drop just to please them, I promise you, your position in their hearts are going to drop. They will not see you as they are meant to see you. So, position your brand. Stand tall. Look at yourself as big. And when they come to you or when you go to them with a proposition, don't shake, don't quiver. Because you know what? This is business. You're giving them something in exchange for money. It's not free. They might make you think that, is it not just? If it is just, why don't you do it yourself? So, don't feel weak. Don't feel discouraged or think that you're going to lose money. No. Because the more you drop your standard, the more you lose business in the future. Do you want to invest in now or do you want to invest in tomorrow? Position your brand. Stop begging clients to buy from you. Now, I think you might say, if you stop begging your clients, if you stop persuasive techniques that will reduce your standards, what else am I going to do to bring clients in? Now, that's where branding comes in. Brand positioning. Now, there is a brand before the position. And in previous episodes, we've talked about how to set up your brand. We've talked about setting up your brand and having a brand image that you are going to maintain consistently. I know what I said now might sound profound. That's because you've not listened to our previous episodes. Go back and listen to our previous episodes on branding and understand fully what I'm talking about. But for you to be able to position your brand in the hearts of your clients, your brand needs to be standing. Get yourself a brand. I won't go into the nitty-gritty of that now. I've already talked about that. Now, in previous episodes, like I said, I talked about certain things you need to do to maintain your brand. Like, be consistent. This is something you need to do to position yourself in the hearts of your clients. Now, remember, positioning is a thing of perception. Positioning is a thing of psychology. It's not something that happens overnight, number one, and it's not something that happens quickly. It takes time to build. So these things that we're talking about, you have to take your time to build it. This is why consistency is very important. Once you set up your brand and you set up everything that has to do with your brand, you have to be consistent with it. Once you're consistent with this, you are going to position yourself in the hearts of your clients, and they will know that this is a brand not to take for granted. And do you know what this is going to do? When there is a serious business, you begin to realize that they will begin to call you for serious business. They won't begin to call people that are not serious. No, because they've seen, you've given them a perception about you that you are serious with your business. So that's when people will begin to call you and ask you questions, call you and consult. They're not even calling you to buy products, but because they've trusted the system you put around your brand, consistency, they begin to perceive you as big. So what is the end game of this? You begin to realize that even services you didn't offer, even products you don't merchandise, people will start calling you about it. Why? They've come to trust your brand. It's all about trust. Once they can build that trust in you, once you can create tactics that will make them perceive you as a trustworthy person, that is it. You've positioned yourself in their mind with consistency. Now, another thing I need you to think about is what I talked about earlier with the issue of public social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility, rather. Corporate social responsibility. Now, corporate social responsibility, like I said, it might look like a big thing, but do you know what it does in the hearts of people? It makes people see you as big. It makes people see you as that brand that everyone wants to reckon with. Once they see you as a brand that has a heart for the people, people begin to get committed to you. People begin to think of you like, wow, so you mean this guy did this? Wow, so you mean they went to that school, they gave scholarships and all that? Once they begin to see you as that, they begin to trust you. They begin to see you as a brand that they want to reckon with. So this is why I'm saying that you need to begin to think about getting into corporate social responsibility. Once you do this, wow, I promise you, people begin to see you as big. Don't bother yourself. Don't ask yourself, where's the money going to come from and all those things. No, you don't need to do that. Just do what? Involve yourself in corporate social responsibility. Now, I'm just going to give you a rundown list of things that you can just do. Just 3 points, very simple things that you can just do to help you position your brand in the hearts of your clients. Now that you've done these things, there are just a few other tips that I'm going to give you, and I promise you, when you put them to work, people are going to see you like they are meant to see you. Offer an irresistible offer. Give them an irresistible offer and make them think that they are very special. Create plans that will make people think that they are special. Once you make your clients feel very special, I promise you they will come back, because you know what? This is a very special key to brand loyalty. Because once someone begins to think that once they come to you, they are going to get a better price, they will keep coming back. So give them an irresistible offer. Another thing is maintain your strategies and enforce them. Make sure your members of staff and everyone around your brand maintain those strategies that you have put in place. If you're doing a marketing strategy, make sure that is what everybody's doing. If you're forcing a particular value, make sure that that's what everybody is doing. And finally, this is the big finally, be visible. Be visible. Make sure that whatever you're doing is seen by the whole world. People who haven't come to your office before but see your brand online can carry your brand in high esteem more than it is physically. So don't hesitate to give yourself a very good online presence. I know you might think to yourself, oh, is that not deception? No, it's not. It's perception. It's not deception. Now, it's not like you're showing them what is not available. No, you're showing them what you have. But you know what? Things look better on pictures. Things look better on videos. So try as much as possible to make sure that you are visible online in order to position yourself as a brand that can control the media space. Once you can do that, I promise you that your clients, future, present, past, will begin to see you in a different light and not take you for granted.